Let's do this. Our very first angler, a two-time FLW Tour champion from Shelby, North Carolina, Matt Airy. Matt Airy with 15 pounds yesterday. I'd let you weigh in 15 fish, and we will if you stick around. 5 fish here today. 14 pounds even with 29 pounds even. He moves into second place currently, and picked a great time to weigh in early in the weigh-in here. Unfortunately, this is going to get a little scary, as it always does on St. Clair. No matter what conditions, what time of the year, they always show up here.
Absolutely, and I'm early to weigh. That means I'm early to leave. I get to get home and see the family as quick as I can. But no, it was St. Clair, man. They're here one day and gone the next, and had a blast catching a lot of fish. It's a fun lake to fish. It's just really frustrating sometimes because it's just so random with some of those big bites. And I got 2 big bites today, didn't land either one of them. That's part of it. But I'm looking forward to hopefully coming back.
I'm sure we'll be back. We look forward to seeing you all season long. Let's bring up our next angler all the way from Del Rio, Texas, Ray Hanselman Jr. Had a big day yesterday, 22 pounds and 3 ounces. Yesterday, 22.3. Today, 16 pounds, 13 ounces. He moves into second place with 39 pounds even. The Skeeter Yamaha Pro from Del Rio, Texas, accomplished something that I don't know if any other angler has ever accomplished. Won an entire division of Costa events, plus the championship just a few years ago. And we're sure happy to have him on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Ray Hanselman Jr. moves into second with 39 pounds even. Going to weigh that fish for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. 5'2". Not going to take that away from Frank Talley, who already weighed in at 5'5". But Ray, a little tougher day today, but, still going to be in contention going out tomorrow by the looks of things.
Yeah, I had a giant school of fish on a big flat, and, man, they were gone. Discovery Channel needs to quit putting tracking collars on great white sharks, and they need to come here to St. Clair and put some on some of these smallmouth to see where they go. Oh, it's unreal. But I tracked and circled and circled. I grinded it out. I lost one about 5. That would have helped a bunch. But other than that, it was another beautiful day on beautiful Lake St. Clair, and want to thank Skeeter and Yamaha. This big water, that FXR 20 handles it perfect.
Great to have you here. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. The pride of Winchester, Tennessee, the 2012 PAA Angler of the Year, Mr. Phoenix Boats, Garrett Klaus. Another good day here today. Had 19.5 yesterday, looking for 23, even to take the lead at 16.6. Who cares about the overall lead? He just wants to go fishing tomorrow, and it looks like he's done that. Moves into third place currently. Let's hope it stays together till the end of this way, and only the top 40 move on and fish on semifinal Saturday. Top 10 fish on Championship Sunday here at the Yeti Bassmaster Elite on Lake St. Clair, the 5th stop of the Bassmaster Elite Series. Gary, a little tougher day today, but, that should keep you in it. Fingers crossed that you get another shot to go back out there tomorrow, but nothing you can count on here. I mean, even the leader goes out a little nervous on St. Clair, I imagine.
Well, I tell you what, when you come to a place like this, it's got them, these guys are going to catch them. I struggled pretty bad today. I actually caught 2 4-pounders in the last hour right out here drifting, and if it hadn't been for that, I'd have had a pretty tough day. But I will see what happens. I'm not sure I'll make the cut or not, but we'll see.
Great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Always happy to see Gary Klaus as part of our crew. From Monroe, Louisiana, let's bring out a former Carhartt College Bass champion, Brett Pruitt. Returns to the hometown of Carhartt. Big day today. Had 18 even yesterday. Today, 5 alive for 20 pounds, 8 ounces. He moves into third place with 38 pounds and 8 ounces. Once again, want to welcome all our aquatic fans out here, out on the water. Thank you for cheering on our Bassmaster fans. Want to thank you all for being here. The Boat Brigade. I really should have thought that aquatic fans was a horrible analogy. But 5-1 that big bass. Not going to take up Phoenix Boats Big Bass, but a great start Brett, great first 2 days. Really, when you look at it, you should be in the mix tomorrow.
Yeah, I knew things was gonna go pretty decent today when my 6-pound test wrapped around the end of my rod, like on the hook set, and hand lining her in without it breaking, one of the big ones. So I was like, oh, it must be meant to have a good day today. We just gonna go out tomorrow and try to go get it done again, get in the mix.
Awesome to have you here. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Let's bring up a former Classic qualifier from Corbin, Kentucky, Mike Huff. Mike Huff had 17-3 yesterday. 5 fish here today. Five fish for 20 pounds, 8 ounces. 20 pounds, 8 ounces. And with 37.11, Mike Huff moves into 4th place currently. £37, 11 ounces for the Corbin, Kentucky Classic qualifier. A 20 bag, when you do back that 17 up with a 20 sack, you know things are going the right direction. Yeah. Talk to me about it.
I went out there and just fished relaxed today and tried some different things, and it worked out. It's great when that happens, but I hope that's enough to make it because I really want to go back out there. This place is awesome.
It was awesome spending a little time with you on the water today, and we hope that you get a shot to get back at Trip caught your fish, so we're good. We're good.
It's been caught twice today.
Okay, you got to carry one of Gary's fish out there. Got to loosen our tank, but Gary's a good guy. Thanks for helping him out. From Alabama, let's bring up the 2018 Forest Wood Cup champion, Clint Davis. Had 18-13 yesterday. Looks like another good day here today. Let's keep him around for semifinal Saturday. 5 fish for 19.9, gives him 38 pounds, 6 ounces. £38 pounds and 6 ounces for Clint Davis. That's how you get it done here. Putting you in a great spot going out tomorrow. Got to feel good about that.
Yeah, probably have to go practice some more. I got really fortunate this week. Caught all 10 of my fish on a one little cast deal the last 2 days. Really lucky. I had 2 bites there on a crankbait in practice, and pulled up yesterday morning and caught all my weight in 10 minutes, and pulled up this morning and caught all my weight in 10 minutes and hadn't called the rest of the day. So, yeah, hopefully we'll find somewhere else to catch some fish tomorrow.
Well, if not, come on in for breakfast afterwards. 10 minutes of work, going to pay very, very well. Qualified for the Bassmaster Elite Series, not once but twice, from North Carolina, Shane Lineburger. 13-12 yesterday, 5 today. For 13-11, gives him 27-7, and consistent tournament. Unfortunately, going to be on the wrong side of our projected cut here this time around, Shane, but a lot of fun fishing on this body of water.
I love coming here. This place is so much fun. It didn't treat me very well this time. A lot of that was my fault. But today was a lot better than yesterday. I will say this, guys, if you don't have the Garmin Live Scope, you need to go get it. I know what I caught wasn't very big today, but I caught every single fish looking at them on that Live Scope, dropping to them. You need to try that. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Look forward to seeing you all season long. From Kissimmee, Florida, Jesse Tecarante. Jesse Tecarante had 18-13 yesterday.
A little smaller today.
A little less today, he says. 16-13. 2 pounds less today. Gives him 35-10. Puts him in 7th place currently.
That thing got me some bag. No 5 pounds. No 500. Wow. I can't hold it with this one. Well, wait, thanks. Let that go.
So a little tougher day today. Was that just a few different bites, or was it tougher overall?
No, yesterday, we were just talking in line. I had all of 8 bites yesterday. They were the right ones. Today, I caught over 60 keepers.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's all I could call up to. I mean, it was getting frustrating. I found a school of fish and about 30 out in the channel. I want to say it had 100-plus bass in it on a little ledge, and it was every drop. As fast as I could go, and I'd catch a 2 and a 3, 2-3, a 2-6, a 2. I'm grateful. I don't know if I'll make the cut. I was thinking it's going to be close, but I thought I had 15 or 14, so I'm happy to have almost 17. I think that'll slide in there, you know.
We'll hope to see you around
All
there
righty,
tomorrow.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you. A Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Wisconsin, Bob Downey. Had 18-3. As of yesterday, a better day today. Look out, 20 pounds, 15 ounces with 39 pounds, 2 ounces. Old Bob Downey moves into second place currently. Going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Current leader for the day is 5'5", and Frank Talley, current leader for the tournament, 6 pounds even. That 4'3". Not going to take that over, but Bob, a great day. Whenever you can add to your weight on day number 2, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, I was happy with the day. You know, I got less bites today. They just happened to be the right ones. So it's been a grind out there for me. It looks good on paper, but I'm really having to work for them. But happy to have that bag. I think I'll be going tomorrow and excited to get back after it.
Go get gassed up. We'll see you in the morning. A former Elite Series, a Rookie of the Year from Caryville, Tennessee, Brandon Card. Had 17 pounds and 9 ounces yesterday. Better day today by the looks of things. 21 pounds, 2 ounces with 38.11. Brandon Card moves into 4th place currently. Brandon, you said on stage yesterday you used to be scared of smallmouth. Coming up here, you were scared of smallmouth, and you've really committed to learn. What are you doing to figure them out?
Well, I mean, you know, this used to be my least favorite lake, actually. When people would ask me my least favorite lake, I would say St. Clair. After catching 21 pounds, I don't think I have a least favorite lake anymore. So, yeah, I'm just trying to be more versatile and just trying to keep that spinner rod in my hand a lot more now. And just slowly but surely kind of figuring these crazy smallmouth out. So hopefully tomorrow we'll take that Suzuki back out there and run into another big bag.
Awesome day today. Keep it going. We'll see you back here tomorrow from Springville, Alabama. An Elite Series, a rookie, Wes Logan. At 17-6 yesterday. All of our anglers trying to get inside the top 40 to stay alive here in this event. 15-12 moves into 10th place with 33 pounds and 2 ounces. 33-2 for Wes Logan here on day number 2 of the Yeti Bassmaster Elite at Lake St. Clair. This is such a crazy lake. I mean, it's amazing. People love it. They hate it. All in the same day, it seems. Tell me about your week here.
It's been about like my whole northern swing. I'm just not fishing good. I don't know what it is, but I mean, I'm just gonna keep working and see what we can do, trying to figure something out. But I just want to thank B.A.S. for all y'all do, everybody, all the staff. I mean, y'all are doing a great job with what we got going on, and thank all my sponsors and all the support back home. And we're headed to Alabama.
Safe travels. We look forward to seeing you at the next one. Let's bring up a former Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open champion from Bella Vista, Arkansas, Harvey Horn. Had 18-13 yesterday. 5 alive here today. All going to go for a ride in our Yamaha Live Release boats. 13-1 today gives you 31-14 and a little tougher day today, Harvey. We'll let you hold up a fish or two, get some pictures on Bassmaster.com. I want to thank all our viewers who've been watching on Bassmaster.com and ESPN2. Unbelievable 10 million viewers in the last 3 tournaments. And that number will continue to raise on up. One of these things is not like the other one. Harvey, you went, not just in size, in color too. You went largemouth fishing. Did you go largemouth fishing, or was that fish lost?
No, actually, the place that I found up in the river, you know, I took off up there Monday, run that express up the river, and found one little bitty spot about the size of the stage that I could catch smallmouth, and they were all big ones. And just so happens, if I throw right over there, I can catch largemouth too. This week I've seen every species of fish that swims here in that one little spot. I lost a muskie today that was about 60 inches long. It tried to eat one of the walleye that I caught. This place is amazing. Look forward to coming back here next year.
It's an incredible fishery, and great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you all season long. Time to bring out a 3-time classic qualifier, the Prince of Palatka, Cliff Prince. Tough day yesterday. We're not going to talk about yesterday. Let's talk about today. We're talking about a giant rally here. 5 fish here today, 21 pounds, 14 ounces, 21-14. He rockets all the way up to 14th place.
I got one close, probably.
Give him a total of 25 pounds and 2 ounces. What a rally from a tough day yesterday. Cliff Prince rallies here on day number 2 in a giant way with 21 pounds, 14 ounces. Just 2 ounces shy of double deuce here. An incredible day, Cliff. And that fish right there, 5 pounds, 2 ounces. Not going to take a Phoenix Boats Big Bass, but I got to ask you, does today make yesterday less or more or less frustrating, I guess?
I left here yesterday. I'm telling you, mad as I've ever left a tournament. And I didn't fish this spot yesterday. I caught a 2-pounder there in practice. Went there today and there wasn't up but 4 and 5 pounders. I can't explain it. I don't know. I guess I just fished over and fished too fast in practice. Just didn't see what was there. But anyway, it was a good rally. I wish I'd have done something yesterday, to make up for what I had to make up today. But anyway, I want to thank Futch's Marine for all the support they give me and Gravely Mowers, and we'll see you guys in Alabama.
Thank you, and congrats on an incredible rally. Let's bring up a former Elite Series champion from Salem, Virginia, the cruise missile, John Cruz. John Cruz had 14 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. He's 311 for the cut. Obviously a lot more to stay there till the end of our weigh-in. Top 40 fish on semifinal Saturday. 14 pounds, 10 ounces today, giving him a total of 29 pounds, 7 ounces. You move into 12th place currently, and that's the good news. The bad news is we got a bunch more anglers left to go, and I don't know if it's going to hold out, John.
Yeah, it was. It's just been frustrating to go out there and catch a bunch of fish. I love fishing this lake. It's a great lake. But not to get the big bites like I did in practice. It's kind of got me scratching my head. But, when you don't have the fishing to talk about, you can talk about your setup. I've not had – this is a string of 3 tournaments in a row that have not been great for me. But I can tell you my entire rig and my whole setup has been flawless. Bass Cap, Mercury, TH Marine jack plate. I've got the Lowrance Ghost trolling motor for the first time this year. I haven't had 1 second's problem with that thing all year. I run Lithium Pros batteries. I've not had a single issue with anything. Lowrance Electronics, nothing has given me any problems. Cash and rods, Sunlight. You go down through the lineup, that's not been the problem.
Well, what's the problem then?
The fish that I've been catching are too small.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to catch the bigger ones again next time.
I gotcha. I get your
All
problem.
right. Thanks. Appreciate it.
I had the same problem with the people I tried to date. Meaning I needed bigger girls, but that sounded so weird. Let's just get past that and bring the birthday boy out from Mississippi, Brock Mosley. 21 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday. 5 here today for 18 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 2nd place. Just 2 pounds, 8 ounces short of the overall lead, and it is his birthday today. It's your birthday, so we got a cake. Well, I didn't get the cake for you. Your wife and girls sent that cake for you. It says on there, "Happy birthday, Brock, your girls." And boy, you have done your girls proud. If it wasn't for COVID, I would smash that thing in your face, but we would break every regulation, so you're lucky.
I was gonna say, make sure you keep the lid on it. I didn't. My quality went down today. I had one small one I couldn't get rid of. I had a school of 4-pounders that thought I could, maybe go to distance in this event, and I spent half the day looking for them. But, I guess I'm still in it, and, I just need to go out there and catch a good bag tomorrow. And I'm going to change it up a little bit, but, being my birthday, one thing I wanted to do today was fish clean and not get ticked off. And I did that. So I didn't lose anything. I didn't break anything off. So it was a fun day, and I'm looking forward to getting back out there tomorrow.
And you've got cake.
Yeah, and I got cake.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, bro. Thanks.
I got hungry. There's a couple finger marks in it. I apologize. He's weighing the biggest smallmouth bass in Bassmaster history from Connecticut, Paul Mueller. A man with so many titles to his name, it's hard to get them out in time before he walks out here. Look out. 21 even yesterday, 5 today, 19 pounds, 4 ounces. He moves into second place with 40 pounds and 4 ounces. A 3-time Elite Series champion. He's weighed in the 5 biggest fish in Bassmaster Classic history, the biggest smallmouth ever, a former Bass Nation national champion. I'm exhausted. Tell me about your week.
I'm having fun, man. I'm catching all my fish with that Garmin Live Scope Panoptics, just panning around, and they're kind of spread out, so it's tough to know if you're around big ones or not, and catching a lot of fish. And I think I didn't move around as much as I should have today, but tomorrow's another day. I'm going to try to catch a real big bag, and just having fun out here, man. This is an incredible smallmouth fishery.
Awesome to have you here. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. From one smallmouth super stud to another, this one hot off a win at her last event from Rathdrum, Idaho, the prodigy Brandon Polinick. Had 16-4 yesterday. 5 fish here today. 14-14 gives him 31 pounds, 2 ounces, puts you in 14th place currently, but unfortunately outside of the projected cut, and that is not somewhere people are accustomed to seeing you, especially in smallmouth derbies.
No, this week was a good mental test for me. It's crazy to come off back-to-back top 10s where I felt like I executed almost nearly flawlessly, and came here throwing the exact same rod, same hook, reel, line, everything, and lost at least half the fish. And you start second guessing every single thing that you do, and then I have to remind myself that I just won $100,000 throwing the exact same thing. So there's something going on that I had to figure out. I don't know if it's just the wrong pack of hooks or something, but this is a place that I like to come to because it challenges me to learn. So I'm gonna keep my head up, get ready for this next swing. We got about 7 weeks straight coming up.
No, nothing to hold your head hold your head down, my friend. You do us proud week after week, and we're happy to have you here in the Elite Series. From Louisiana, Quentin Capo. Quentin had 16 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. Second year on the Bassmaster Elite Series. 10 pounds, 15 ounces gives you 27 pounds, 6 ounces. And how happy are you to say goodbye to smallmouth bass for our next few events?
I am super happy. Look, it is what it is. I had a great day out there. I fished flawlessly this week. I fished as hard as I could. Smallmouth, I'm still learning a lot. I learned a tremendous amount in the last 3 weeks. I'm ready to see my little 4-year-old girl, and I'm heading to Louisiana.
Safe travels. We look forward to seeing you at our next one. Saw him all day yesterday on ESPN2. He's currently leading the Phoenix Boats of Big Bass, Chris Grow. Had a 6-pounder yesterday, weighed in 18 pounds, 4 ounces. 5 fish here today. 18 pounds, 11 ounces. He moves into 10th place with 36 pounds, 15 ounces. And unofficially, Chris Grow going to be hanging with us on semifinal Saturday. He needs assistance, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. What? There you go. Chris Grow been living and dying on that big bite and living large here this week in a big way and trying to double down. Go 2 days in a row with Big Bass. Needs to be better than 5 pounds, 4 ounces. But still leading overall, Phoenix Boats Big Bass with a 6-pounder from yesterday with 36 pounds, 15 ounces. Unofficially, looks like you're going fishing tomorrow and already won $1,000 for your Phoenix Boats Big Bass. So life is good.
That's good. That's good. Looks like I might be buying dinner tonight then, huh?
Sure.
No, but it was a cool day. I caught less fish today. The quality was a little bit better. Yeah, I'm basically just, my arm's about to fall off. I'm throwing a Berkeley Dredger 20.5 and HD perch, and I'm glad I'm ambidextrous because I got 2 rods on the deck, righty and lefty.
I started to interrupt you, but earlier this week, just to point out in your social media, you posted that bait, and you're like, I only have one. It's like, are you still living and dying on that one broken? Like, I imagine after all the weight you've caught, it's pretty marred up.
It is marred up, but whatchamacallit, our boss, the good old Brad Rutherford at Berkeley, next day aired me 2 more. So we've literally got 3.
Way to go, Brad. Team player. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Yep. From Benton, Arkansas, let's bring up an Elite Series champion, Stetson Blaylock. 14 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. Looks like a better day today for Stetson. Let's get him some Angler of the Year points. And even better, get him inside the cut with 18-15. Gives him 33 pounds and 4 ounces. He moves into 13th place currently. Stetson, this is the most awesome, but also the most frustrating body of water to fish on earth, really. Tell me about your week.
Yeah, last year was pretty phenomenal, and the fish are still there. They're still biting. It's more challenging to find those little groups of fish and stay with them. I had a decent practice. The best groups of fish that I had are completely gone. I fished through them both days. They're just not there. That's how smallmouth do, but I'm glad to get back down south, I can tell you that. Try to find something a little bit different.
We look forward to seeing you all season long. 4 events after this one to decide our Angler of the Year title. From Wisconsin, Caleb Kufal. 17-2 yesterday, and unfortunately too short of a limit here today. 10 pounds, 12 ounces, gives him 27-14. 27 pounds, 14 ounces. And a couple of the right ones, just a little short on quantity. And I know on a body of water where literally you can catch 5 fish in literally 5 casts, and every angler here has experienced it. It's probably a little more frustrating to come in short of your limit here today.
Yeah, this is kind of a strange place. I've been here 10 years ago. I was here one time as a co-angler and caught them pretty good, but no, it's just frustrating. I didn't have a great practice, just kind of, picking one up here and there, and I don't know, we'll forget about this one, and just anxious to get back down south and fish for some largemouth.
Look forward to seeing you there. Safe travels. Took the title the last time we were here, the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. Had 20 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. Let's get him into semifinals Saturday. 20-11 yesterday, 5 today, 18-12. He moves into 4th place with 39 pounds and 7 ounces for the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. Seth did your job again today, but some of those fish, it's amazing. You see, when we're watching on live and when I'm covering the event out there, you see guys fighting fish, and it's frustrating because some of these fish are really skinny right now. Like, look a lot bigger at the side of the boat than you bring them in.
Yeah, they'll get fat in the fall. It happens every year, They're gonna start feeding up as soon as we start getting some cool nights. But there's definitely a bunch of long, big-headed small. There'll be giants come October.
Last year when you won here, it was 6 weeks from now. And give us an idea, because some people, I heard somebody earlier say, wow, 612 on a big bass last time we were here, but 6 weeks from now, 6 weeks here is like 12 weeks down south, is it not? Just because of how short the seasons are.
Yeah, a lot changes here in a couple weeks. You'll get, a few cold nights and some northwest winds, and it's on. They're going to eat everything they can until the lake freezes. So it's a fun time to be here. I wish we'd come a little later, but it's always a good time here.
Always great to have you here, and I know we'll be back, and we hope you're back with us tomorrow. Find out at the end of our weigh-in. Here's a guy who spent Championship Sunday with us on the St. Lawrence River from Reed Springs, Missouri, Chad Morgentaler. At 21.10 yesterday. Another big bag here today. Needs 20 pounds, 11 ounces to take the lead. 19 pounds, 10 ounces. Just 1 pound, 1 ounce short of the overall lead with 41 pounds and 4 ounces. Chad Morgentaler moves into second place currently. $41 pounds, 4 ounces for the 6-time Classic qualifier from Reed Springs, Missouri. Chad, another great day out there today. I mean, I know you want to take the lead. You're one away from the lead, but here that you're doing your job. A lot of times, there is that factor of just a few ounces, on the bite. Was there a few key fish that you missed today, or just more pressure in the area? What's the story?
I don't know. You're right. I do want to take the lead at the end of the weigh-in on Sunday. That's when I want to take the lead. Other than that, it really don't matter other than to get me close. But I don't know. I mean, I lost a couple of fish today, but it's hard to say. You're fighting them. You just don't know. I fished pretty clean the entire tournament for the most part. I've got one spot that's been really good to me. Today it got a lot harder, though. It definitely got harder. I know that it's feeling the pressure, and so is my other areas. So, I'm going to key it up tomorrow, and I'm going to change a few things up. I moved around a lot today. I'm going to probably do the same thing tomorrow, so who knows what could happen.
Cut the field in half tomorrow, so hopefully that helps you. Wish you luck and see you back here tomorrow. Let's bring out a Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open champion from Tennessee, Skylar Hamilton. Had 13 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 11 pounds, 12 ounces. Gives you 25 pounds, 7 ounces. He moves into 24th place, and unfortunately outside of our projected cut this time around.
Yeah, it's going to be a trip home for me tomorrow, but, man, my roommate Mike's doing great, so we're going to be cheering him on. And just want to thank all my family and sponsors for all the support. Love you guys, and I'm going to be home tomorrow.
Safe travels, and always great to have you here. From Grove City, PA, Elite Series rookie, Destin DeMarion. Had 17.10 yesterday. 17 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday. I tried to rip you off an ounce there. I never do that to you. 17.11, 20 pounds, 12 ounces today. Gives him 38 pounds, 7 ounces. And Destin DeMarion moves into 10th place. Destin DeMarion sitting in 10th place at the Yeti Bassmaster Elite on Lake St. Clair. It don't have to be pretty, just as long as you get it done. Let me ask you, did that fish fight harder on the lake, or did it fight harder here up on the stage?
That's a pretty good question. Honestly, the one, that was probably the coolest fight I've had, on a smallmouth in a long time. I had 100 yards of line out, and it was jumping way out there. It was pretty sweet. It looked like a 6-pounder out there. It didn't end up being one, but it was still pretty cool.
Bigger bag today should keep you around for tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so. I'm excited. Haven't made the 40s since the first tournament, so that'd be nice.
Keep our fingers crossed for you. We'll find out at the end of this weigh-in. Let's bring up our former Elite Series Rookie of the Year from Florida, Drew Cook. Drew Cook had 16 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. Looks like a better day today. It's payday. Gotta be a better day. 5 fish today, 21 pounds, 12 ounces, 21-12. And Drew Cook rockets into 12th place with 38 pounds and an ounce. Drew, is this the song or is it broken? Okay, just checking. You never know nowadays. It's broken. I am that age. I'm that old, Drew, that I have to ask questions like that. 38 pounds and an ounce. Great. What a rally today. Going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Not going to take that over, but wow, what a rally here on day number 2. What changed?
You know, today I started at the same area where I watched everybody catch them yesterday, and a couple of boats around me caught them. There's a lot of locals, and I just said, you know what, I'm going to go somewhere else. So I went out there all by my lonesome, and the fish that were out there were not as pressured, and every one that I saw and dropped to I caught, or hooked at least. So I don't know why I have to get myself in a hole the first day, but at least it's better than last year's first day. You can come back from 16, you can't come back from 7. So I just need to catch about 24 tomorrow, and we can do it, I guess.
Look forward to seeing you back here. You're going to get a shot at them. Let's bring out a former Phoenix Boats, a Big Bass champion from Louisiana, Tyler Carrier. $17 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday for Tyler. Another good day. Let's get him inside that cut. It was right at 18 pounds yesterday. 20 pounds, 14 ounces. Gives him 38 pounds and 3 ounces. And Tyler Carrier moves into 12th place currently. These anglers working towards the ultimate end-of-season goal, which is qualifying for the Bassmaster Classic. Every point goes towards that Bassmaster Elite Series Angler of the Year title, one of the most coveted trophies in professional bass fishing. And man, when things get 2 pounds better on the second day, you know it's going to get better. That one, a 5'4", not going to take over Phoenix Boats Big Bass, but wow, great day today.
Yeah, you know, I had a good morning this morning. I had all my fish by 8:30, and I just kind of went fish around, tried to upgrade a little bit. I never caught nothing to really help me out. Lost one big one at the boat. Nothing I did, just come off. But, you know, just hopefully got enough to make it to tomorrow, you know, and get out there. The Skeeter Yamaha ran awesome this week in that rough water, so I got to give hats off to them.
That 20-pound bags will do things like that to you. I mean, it's tough to cull them when you get a bag that big. From South Carolina, let's bring out a former Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open champion, Patrick Walters. Woo! 19 pounds, 5 ounces. 5 fish to add to that here today. $19.5 yesterday. 15.9 today. Moves into 18th place with 34 pounds, 14 ounces. And as Tripp said, reverse the numbers a little bit this time around.
How about that?
But I know you're looking forward to some of this Southern swing ahead of us. I mean, different in something you're probably very welcome to, the fall tournaments, I imagine.
Absolutely. You know, I'm sadly, I don't think I'm going to make the cut today. Ended up doing the same thing, just didn't get the right bites. Hey, that's how it goes. But I am ready to get down south and do some fishing. I'm excited about a fall swing. I think it's going to be a great year. This is a great tournament. I absolutely love this place. It fish is different, but we had a good time. Looking forward to getting back home and catching some fish.
Before you leave, real quick, I got to ask, are the shorts getting shorter or are the legs getting longer?
I mean,
I'm not sure which
it's a little mixture of both, you know.
It really, it's spectacular. It really is. We look forward to seeing you at the next one. From Richmond, Virginia, let's bring out the barrister, Edward Loughran III. Had 16.10 yesterday. Better day today, maybe? 19 pounds, 6 ounces with 36 pounds even. He moves into 16th place. Ed Loughran looking to stick around once again for semifinals Saturday. Here during our northern swing at the Bassmaster Elite Series. Going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 5'5" for the day. 6 pounds, 5 ounces of brand new Phoenix Boats Big Bass for the tournament. 6 pounds of 5 ounces. And For this time of year, that is a bona fide St. Clair hog.
Yeah, I was very, very happy to catch it. I made a run down to fish one spot and managed to catch that one along with another one that helped a little bit. And I'm glad I have 19, almost and a half. But the way everybody's catching them, I'm not sure that's going to make it with what I have.
We'll keep our fingers crossed for you. Definitely did your work out there.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, and congrats on another great tournament. Left the dock this morning with his lead in our Angler of the Year race, all the way from Japan, Takumi Ito. At 21.11, needs 20 pounds and 10 ounces to take the lead. At 21 pounds, 11 ounces, yes, a 5 alive here today. Needs 20 pounds and 10 ounces. 20 pounds, 11 ounces. 20 pounds and 11 ounces. And with 42 pounds and 6 ounces, our Angler of the Year leader is leading the Yeti Bassmaster Elite on Lake St. Clair. Takumi Ito with 42 pounds, 6 ounces. Not just leading Angler of the Year, but leading this tournament. And we're going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass, but Takumi, tell me this. You never fished for smallmouth before this year, is that true?
Yes, my first time smallmouth. But so, similar, so Japanese fishing, similar smallmouth. So Japanese fishing largemouth, but similar smallmouth fishing.
Is it more finesse? Is that why?
Yes, that's right. So finesse is a very, very good smallmouth. I learn, so I try several bite, sometimes no bite. So very, very interesting, very, very so difficult, but very excited.
You made 2 cuts in New York
Yeah.
in contention to make your 3rd top 10 in a row. You're leading this tournament.
Wow.
You're leading
Really?
Bassmaster Angler of the Year. You're number 1 in every department right now. Business at Takumi Ito's Inc. is pretty friggin' good, right?
Wow, thank you very much. I cannot understand, but I'm happy. So
You can't understand me, or you can't understand how you're leading.
wow, first place. Wow,
1.
Unbelievable. I'm happy. Okay, tomorrow I get a more big bass.
I look forward to watching it. It was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Watched them all day long. Wow. All the way from Japan, now dominating every division here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. From Minnesota, Austin Felix. Wow. Ever since he gave up on largemouth, he has really changed things. Had 20 pounds, 10 ounces yesterday. Looking for 21-13. 21 pounds, 7 ounces. Just 6 ounces short of the overall lead with 42 pounds and an ounce. What the 5 fish say to the scales? Slap! Austin Felix moves into 3rd place currently. Austin, you said we could slap you if you ever weighed in a largemouth. Does that count after this tournament too?
I think once we get to Gunnersville, I'm going to have to nix that whole idea, at least until next year. But it was a great day. I caught all those fish early, and I had one like 3 3/4. I was trying to get rid of all day and just couldn't do it. Kept catching 3 1/2s, but I'm excited to get out there. It's going to be a lot of fun, having half the boats tomorrow. Hopefully we can catch even bigger bag. That's the plan.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. Wow, what a tournament he's having. Let's bring up a Bass Nation national champion from Oregon, Cody Holland. Had 19-12 yesterday, another good day here today. 5 fish here today, 22 pounds, 15 ounces, and just like that, a brand new leader with 42 pounds, 11 ounces for Beaverton, Oregon's Cody Holland. with 42 pounds, 11 ounces, your Bass Nation National Champion, Cody Holland, is leading the Yeti Bassmaster Elite on Lake St. Clair. Wow, Bass's slogan, big bass, big stage, big dreams. And if it hasn't been proven with these last few anglers, that one weighs 6 pounds even, which ties yesterday's Phoenix Boats big bass. But man, big bass, big stage, big dreams. If you can't look at two guys who have fought hard to be here, Takumi Ito all the way from Japan, and Cody, you're representing truly the working class heroes as our Bass Nation National Champion, and you're leading this event.
This is a surreal feeling right now. I got to tell a story real quick. Yesterday morning, I was on the way here, and a song came on that my brother had sent to me. It's called Give Heaven Some Hell by Hardy. My dad passed away just after the Classic, after he was there, and he sent that to me, and he said, "This reminds me of Dad." And at that point, I started tearing up on the way here, and I knew that this was going to be a good tournament for me, and he's been with me, and I miss him so much. So,
did him proud there today, and you do all year long, and man, in a great spot.
Yeah, this is today. I didn't lose any fish today. I lost a few yesterday, but I fished clean today, and I'm running 2 or 3 spots, and one spot I'm catching 1 or 2 fish off of, and I'm not sitting there pounding on it. My morning bite's been really well, so hopefully tomorrow they're still there and I can find them and we can do it again.
Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. There's your tournament leader, our Bass Nation National Champion. Let's bring out a former Carhart College bass angler from Louisiana, Tyler Rivette. Had 18.6 yesterday. Unfortunately, 1 short of a limit here today. 4 fish on day number 2. 11 pounds, 12 ounces, gives him 30 pounds and 2 ounces, and unfortunately going to be outside of the cut this time around.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted. I really want to make the cut, obviously, but it wasn't my day today. Everything went wrong, and I just kept my head in there, and about the same time again, about 1:30, I stumbled on about 3 or 4 of them, and there was about 50 of them down there, and I just couldn't get them to bite, so these smallmouth aren't my thing, so I'm ready to go back down south, even though we got 2 hurricanes coming, so I'm ready to go get some rain.
Get down there and get down there safe. We look forward to seeing you at our next event. Let's bring up the only Australian to ever qualify for the Elite Series and the only Australian to ever win an Elite Series event. Fear my heart, Carl Jacobson, trying to rally from a tough day number 1, and he's done that with 5 fish here today. 16-11 gives him a total of 19-10, moving to 47th place, but earned himself some valuable Bassmaster Elite Series Angler of the Year points, trying to get to the ultimate goal, which is to the Bassmaster Classic. I know yesterday was a heartbreaker for you, but what you did today gained yourself a bunch of points and going to leave here salvaging this event anyways.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You know, the hardest thing to do is to stay positive when something like that happens. I had to go home, fuel up the camper, rig my rods, leaders and everything, knowing full well it's impossible for me to get a check or make any kind of comeback, but I still did it, stayed positive. I love all the messages from everyone, the support, and you know, that's the thing, is try and keep moving forward when the chips are down, and on the other side of that's going to be something great. And I'm going to make the Classic in 2021. My biggest fault is I try too hard, I want it too much, and sometimes that just doesn't work with fishing, but it's in my blood. That's what I want to do, and that's how I do things. But I'm going to make that Classic. Appreciate all the support, and we'll see you, I think, at Chickamauga. I'm excited for that one.
You're an inspiration to us all. Great to have you here. Let's bring through another Classic qualifier from Longview, Texas, Lee Livesey. Had 15-12 yesterday. Better day today by the looks of things. 5 fish here today for Lee Livesey. 19 pounds, 8 ounces. Gives him 35 pounds and 4 ounces. And he moves into 22nd place currently. So a better day today. Was that just the extra time you were able to fish?
Yeah, and just figuring some stuff out, you know, and I got in a good little zone today and caught some fish and had a lot of fun. I just want to thank the service crews, everybody, you know, everybody works together out there. They they busted their butts last night and got everything fixed that I broke, and I was on the water at daylight running. I just want to thank those guys so much, and thanks for everybody coming. Appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate you being here. Let's bring out the only Canadian to ever win a Bassmaster Elite Series event from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Chris Johnston. At 21-11, as of this morning, needs 21-1 to take the lead. Looking for 21 pounds and an ounce. 21 pounds, 3 ounces. 21-3. And with 42 pounds, 14 ounces, Chris Johnston takes the lead at the Yeti Bassmaster Elite on Lake St. Clair. Halfway through this event and sitting in a great spot. I mean, I said it yesterday. You might have a trophy, one for each kid.
That would be ideal, that's for sure. I'm having a lot of fun out there. I don't know, I probably caught 35, 40 fish today. St. Clair is stuffed full of 3-pound fish, but it's tough to get one of those 4-pounders. So I had to go through a lot of fish, but it's no secret now. I think 38 of the 40 fish I probably caught came on live scope, and I wouldn't have caught them without it. So I'm just covering some water. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Just hope I have a shot at it come Sunday.
Does it concern you that if you were to hold it together and win this event, does it concern you that your brother Corey may stab you in the eye with a fork?
We'll worry about that later. I'll take the trophy.
Yeah, trophies last forever. Vision, it's going to go anyways eventually, right? Always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing your brother in a little while, but right now, let's bring up our reigning and defending Angler of the Year from Alabama, Scott Canterbury. 13-1 yesterday, 5 fish here today. As he continues to drive to try and defend his title, his Angler of the Year title. Had 13-1 yesterday. Today, 14 pounds, 11 ounces, gives him 27-12, moves into 33rd place. And I mean, about the only good news is that we ripped the Band-Aid off quick. Probably not going to be inside that cut.
Yeah, I know. It's been a grind out there. I caught a few good ones each day of practice. This lake's just loaded. It's phenomenal. Got a lot of good memories here, but this week hadn't been good. The mornings, these cool mornings making me think about deer hunting. You know, I got a new bow last week. I'm ready to go. I know a lot of people are excited about it. Be safe hanging your stands, and be smart doing it, and be sure to hang it where you got cell service, where you can keep up with the Bassmaster Elites this fall. It's going to be fun. We got a lot of fishing left to do.
I appreciate the plug, and we look forward to seeing you all season long from one Alabama hammer to another. A 2-time Angler of the Year, the G-Man, Gerald Swindle. Had 18 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday, 5 here today. 5 alive, all going to go for a ride in our Yamaha live release boats. 15 pounds, 14 ounces today gives them 34 pounds and 6 ounces and puts you in 25th place currently.
It's been a long, aggravating year for me, Mercer. I have no words. I mean, it's just been one of them years where when I need to get a big bite, I finally get a bite, I either lose him or they get small. I just got to keep working through it to find the rhythm of what's going on. I don't do good in the crowd out there. I try to run around and fish isolated stuff, and you just can't do that up here and survive. You know, you got to make better adjustments on smallmouth tournaments. Smallmouth fishing to me is more of a mentality, just sitting out there doing that, and I have to work through that. I just got to get better at it if I'm going to keep coming up here. If not, I ain't going to have no butt left to chew on because they flat getting it.
Well, I don't want your butt to go waste. I'm going to catch them next time. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't either. I'm just speechless.
I'm trying to find something positive.
I mean, I struggled more than most of my uncles did in rehab out there today. I mean, I just barely got through the day.
Gerald Swindle, we look forward to seeing you all season long. Let's bring up a 2-time Elite Series champion from Aiken, South Carolina, the Tower of Power, Jason Williamson, a Bassmaster millionaire. Had 13-15 yesterday, I'm proven. He knows how to get it done. A big rally here today. 19-15 gives him 33-14, and he moves into 26th place. At the halfway point of this way and sitting in 26th place. Jay Willie, a great day today. Bit of a rally out there today, and whatever way it works out, I mean, going to get you some bonus Angler of the Year points, but hopefully get you into semifinal Saturday.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have enough to make it, but I definitely saved some points today, I think, and that was the goal going out. I stubbed my toe too hard yesterday, but, man, I love this place. Love coming up here smallmouth fishing. Look forward to coming back up here next year, and I'd like to thank all my sponsors, everyone who supports me. Without you, I wouldn't be here.
Great to have you here. Safe travels. Hope to see you tomorrow. Let's bring up an Elite Series rookie, but a YouTube super stick from Alabama, Kyle Welcher. Had 13 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday, 5 fish here today. Looks like a better day today. 16-15 gives him 30 pounds and 6 ounces. He moves into 31st place currently with 30 pounds and 6 ounces. So a little bit better day today, Kyle. Going to help you with the Angler of the Year points, but I know you're looking forward to some of those southern events and getting back down south.
Yeah, I'm ready to head south for sure. You know, when you come to a lake this good, it really matters how small your smallest fish is. Like, even more than your big fish. You cannot weigh in a 2-pounder here. And yesterday I weighed in 3 small ones, today I weighed in 2 small ones. That's just a bad recipe, but I'm definitely ready to head south and go fish for largemouth and get 7 bites a day and hopefully do pretty well down there.
We look forward to seeing you there. Safe travels. Great to have you on the Elite Series. From Louisiana, let's bring up the 2017 Bass Nation National Champion, Caleb Sumrall. Had 17-8 yesterday. He decided he is such a dominant angler, he didn't want the whole limit today. Figured he'd only weigh in 4. Those 11 pounds, 4 ounces. But I heard, allegedly, they're the 4 prettiest fish we've had weighed in all day. So congratulations.
I was very glad to have them. Missed opportunities, you know, I got to say, dude, this northern swing has chewed me up and spit me out. It's been pretty frustrating. I'm ready to go back south, get a little grass in my life, do some fishing. I got to brag on my boat, man. St. Clair's known for big waves, yacht waves, wind waves, and 4-footers were no problem. I ran around, kept up with the best of them. Family, my wife at home, the kids. Thank y'all for everything. I miss y'all. I'll be home soon.
Great to have you here. Safe travels, and we look forward to seeing you all season long.
Yep.
Here's a guy who took an Elite Series title in front of the ESPN2 viewers from Georgia, Buddy Gross. Had 14-2 yesterday. 5 fish today for 11 pounds, 6 ounces. Gives him 25 pounds, 8 ounces. And I think the good news is that I think the next lake we're going to, its name is down the side of your boat and across your jersey. So I would imagine you're looking forward to the next 3.
Yeah, I'm ready to get back down
Chickamauga
south.
3 lakes away from now?
Yeah, we got Gunnersville first, Santee too. So
Believe it or not, I'm confused this year of when our events are. I mean, believe it or not, 2020 confused me.
I just want to say thank you to my family, friends, and all my sponsors. Everybody's watching back home. It's been a rough trip, but we're going to make it better when we get back down south.
One quick question. Everybody keeps talking about 100 pounds, these last 3 events. Everybody's talking about those. Is it possible to do it in any of those events, or is it going to be real tough, that fall bite?
The fall bite's going to be tough, but there are some big bags to be caught. I just don't think there'll be a whole lot, but I think you're going to see some 30-pound bags when we get to Chick.
Looking forward to seeing you with one of them. Let's bring up a former Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open champion from Holt, Michigan, Chad Pipkins. Chad Pipkins had 13 pounds even yesterday, 4 fish here today, gives him 11 pounds, 6 ounces, gives you a total of 24 pounds, 6 ounces, puts you in 44th place, and qualifies you and your awesome family to park a boat out there and party with us a little bit tomorrow in a socially distant weigh-in.
I think that's a good idea. Party with my family sounds good. Not party celebration, but party to get over the ups and downs. It was just a rough event for me. I had a really good practice, and I just didn't refine them each day. But it was fun out there. My mom and my brother were out there in the boat, followed me around. They pulled up a couple times. Both times I caught a good one. I think they should have pulled up a little closer and revved the engine, maybe stirred them up or something. But it's just a rough week, and hats off to the guys that are catching them because they're smoking them out there, and it's just not easy, and they make it look easy. It's pretty impressive.
Tough break this time around, but we look forward to seeing you all season long. Let's bring up an Elite Series champion from Georgia, Micah Frazier. $20 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday. Took his Elite Series title in Waddington, New York on smallmouth. Made a giant charge on Championship Sunday. In 2019, had 20 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday, 5 today for 16-10. He moves into 19th place with 37 pounds and 5 ounces. I know, tougher day today. Was it just a few lost fish or just not the bigger bites?
Man, I really got pretty fortunate yesterday to catch what I caught. I've been struggling all week, and today the pressure and whatever just caught up with me, and so maybe I'll squeak in there and I can try something different tomorrow.
Keep our fingers crossed for you. We'll find out how it all shakes out at the end of the weigh-in. Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Newcomerstown, Ohio, Hunter Shryock. Had 18 pounds, 9 ounces yesterday. Another good day here today. 5 fish for Hunter Shryock. 20 pounds even. Gives him 38 pounds and 9 ounces. And he moves into 13th place currently. Hunter, obviously, it's not a secret that you're a former motocross racer. Did your former career prepare you for running back here on a Friday afternoon? I could imagine it was a little sporty out there.
It was a little sporty, and that's a big thing with coming to these Great Lakes is, you got to prepare for stuff like that, always giving yourself enough time. But, man, everybody's catching them really good. I hope that's enough to get me in for tomorrow. I might have to go find some more max scent baits. I know it's pretty popular right now, and hopefully I can.
Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. That should be enough to get back out there. And here's a guy I want to see back out there from Alabama, Bill Weidler. 20 pounds and 8 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. Another good day. 5 fish for 20 pounds and 8 ounces. With 41 pounds even, he moves into 7th place. Mercury Pro Bill Weidler in 7th place with back-to-back identical days. I mean, I saw you on the water, and what you're fishing is pretty unique, and it really did look good. And you said to me, man, at that point, I'm like, well, let's hope Bill gets inside the cut here. But you said straight up, man, this is the kind of spot I think I could win on. I think I could do 20 a day, and man, you are doing that so far.
That's right. I mean, I need to get a big bag. And like I said, I had a big bag in practice, and I had a big one hooked today. And I just got to get that 24-pound bag and then hope somebody falters because I'm going to get 20.
That is awesome, and I look forward to seeing you all weekend long, hopefully all the way through to Championship Sunday. Let's bring up a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year from North Carolina, Jake Whittaker. Jake Whittaker had 18 pounds, 7 ounces. Yesterday, 5 today for 21 pounds, 10 ounces. And with 40 pounds and an ounce, Jake Whittaker moves into the top 10 in 9th place currently. 21 pounds at 10 ounces. A better day, number 2. We'll put him into semifinals Saturday with a shot at Championship Sunday, and that's all you guys ever want.
Yeah, that was the goal this morning, was to to catch enough to make the cut. But man, wow, what a blessed day! Yesterday was a great day too. I never did get a big bite yesterday, and today I got five good ones. So man, what a blessed day! I had fun out there, caught plenty of fish, and man, Lake St. Clair is got to be the best lake in the country as far as smallmouth goes. So I'm really hoping to get back out there tomorrow and do about the same.
Would love to see it. You're going to get a shot to get out there, so we'll see how it all works out. Let's bring up a classic qualifier from North Carolina, the Baby Shark, Shane LeHue. Shane LeHue had 21 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Look out, looking for 21 pounds, 2 ounces. 21 pounds, 12 ounces, 21-12, and the Baby Shark is your brand new leader with 43 pounds and 9 ounces. Shane, you are leading this event, and before we go any further, I have to look in that camera and officially apologize to your grandmother. I've said her yesterday, read the top 10, and I mean, it was the end of the way, and I was rushing through it. I really had to pee. I forgot to say your name. I apologize, Grandma, because Grandma's not your average grandma. She's the commissioner for your fantasy football team. I mean, she doesn't mess around, and neither do I mess around with Grandma. So I'm sorry, Grandma, but congratulations. Baby Shark, you are catching them.
Thank you. Like I said, this morning I went out, and all I'm doing is I'm panning around with that live scope and pitching a accent flatworm. They were a little harder to get to bite today. I think that was just because of fishing pressure and stuff like that. I mean, they've seen a lot of baits in the last couple days, but they still bit the flatworm, so I'm going to stick with it. Just pitching around a 3/8 ounce drop shot and using that Garmin live scope, and can't wait to get back out there again. And hopefully, you got to catch 4.5 pounders. So hopefully I can do that again tomorrow.
Grandma is clapping right now at home, and so should you guys for your tournament later. Let's hear it for Shane LeHue. Oh, here he is. Before even up from Gonzales, Louisiana, Robbie Latusso. DJ loves that baby shark. 9 pounds, 8 ounces. Yesterday, 14.4 here today. Gives him 23 pounds, 12 ounces. And unfortunately, outside of the cut this time around. But we got some great fisheries ahead of us here in our final 4 events of the year.
Yeah, I had fun out here. This is a great lake, world-class smallmouth fishery. Fortunately, I don't get to do a whole bunch of it down home. I'm from South Louisiana. I need to work on landing them things. Man, they mean when they get to the boat. I lost all my big ones this week, but that's how it goes. I'm getting a little better at it each time.
Awesome to have you here. We look forward to seeing you on our next few events ahead of us. Let's bring up a former TTBC champion and a 7-time Classic qualifier from Reed Springs, Missouri, Brian Snowden. 19.4 yesterday, 5 today. Let's get him inside that cut. 18 pounds, 9 ounces, gives him 37.13, puts him in 22nd place, and unofficially should be enough to get back out there tomorrow. But as always, everything I say is officially unofficial. So we'll see how it all works out at the end of the weigh-in. But, I mean, mathematically, it looks like you've done enough. And, I mean, this is such a special place. I mean, I got to believe not just for the payday, but you want to stick around just to experience St. Clair another day.
Yeah, when we come up north, it's always, you want to spend every minute you can out there. You practice till dark and get up early, and it's just a fun place. It's, St. Clair is really special, and I hope it stays this way for a long time. And I just hope we keep coming back because it's amazing.
Awesome to have you here, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. He's a 4-time Canadian Open champion from Cavan, Ontario, Canada, Corey Johnston. Had 21.11 yesterday, looking for 21.15 to take the lead here today. 21 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into second place, just 10 ounces short of the overall lead. You are 10 ounces short of the overall lead, but even better, you are 2 ounces ahead of your brother. And he said he was going to stab, after he won this week, he said he was going to stab you in the eye with a fork on stage, which is very off color for him. But I mean, whatever. I guess tensions are building.
Yeah, he'll have to bring some friends if he wants to do that. But no, it was a great day out there. I caught lots of fish. I just it was a grind today. I didn't get a lot of big ones. Caught a ton of 3.5 pounders. So I'm gonna go out there tomorrow, have some more fun, and maybe the 5 pounders will bite. We'll see.
Awesome to watch. What a throwdown it has been here this week, and we're only halfway through. Let's bring up an Elite Series, a rookie, Brian Schmidt, his first season here, but he's no rookie. At 13 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday, but much more here today. 13.2 yesterday, 21.11 here today with 34 pounds and 13 ounces. He moves into 32nd place with 34.13. Brian, what a rally. I mean, whenever you can make a rally like that, it doesn't matter where we are. You know you're going to rocket up that leaderboard.
So I could drive home tomorrow with my head up high, just wishing I did better yesterday. You know, just it's almost like Florida. You can't keep lifting up the trolling motor. You got to find a good area and stay. So that's what I did today, and it was a good day.
Congrats on a giant rally, and we look forward to seeing you all season long. Let's bring a former Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open champion from Mount Carmel, Tennessee, David Mullins. Had 24 pounds and 2 ounces yesterday. Needs 19.8 to take the lead. We just want to get him in the cut. 19 pounds, 4 ounces. He moves into second place, just 4 ounces short of the overall lead. With Mullins sitting in second place. I think your total's 43.6. I mean, you are right. This is going to, I mean, it's hard to believe we're halfway through, just halfway through this event. But wow, what a derby we got. Our leader's 43.9. You got 43.6. The Johnstons are right behind you. I think 2 ounces separates them. Man, this is going to be an epic weekend.
I think so, and what's funny thing is we're all fishing around each other. I don't know how much is left out there. I didn't get many bites today, and we'll go out there and roll around, see if we can't do it again, but I don't know what's left.
Look forward to seeing how it all works out here today. Let's bring up a 2-time Elite Series champion from Newport, New York, Jamie the Hammer Hartman. Had 12-12 yesterday, but a much better day today. Gonna gain him some Angler of the Year points. 19-12 today gives you 32 pounds, 8 ounces. And after a tough day yesterday, that rally is truly what legends are made of right here. Tough days like that is what wins Angler of the Year titles. I mean, everybody always looks at the big finishes, the wins, and that's what won you the Angler of the Year title. Really, Angler of the Year titles are won on events like this where you're out of it, where everybody says you're out of it, but you battle your way back, and congratulations, you did that today.
Yeah, dude, I told you yesterday, man, it was just, this sport can be really humbling, and you don't know that, you know, what you did wrong or anything. You do everything. I told you I was going to go out and do the same thing today, and I caught 20-something fish today. I was calling like crazy. Just one of those days yesterday, man.
Great rally today. Congrats, and we look forward to seeing how this season concludes for you in the thick of things in our Angler of the Year race. From Florida, Kobe Krieger. Kobe hot off a top 10 at Lake Champlain. Had 17-10 yesterday. 5 to add to that here today. It's 13-8 for the cut currently. More to stay there. 15 pounds, 4 ounces. He moves into 38th place with 32 pounds and 14 ounces. And inside the cut right now, but realistically most likely not going to stay there. But Kobe, Northern Swing worked out pretty decent for you.
Yeah, it was, you know, if you would have asked me before the tournament if I was going to make the cut, I was pretty confident I had a pretty good practice, so it was pretty disappointing. But we got a hurricane coming to Florida, so I need to get home, and what my wife doesn't get packed up before Sunday, I guess I'll help her get it packed up, and hopefully we stay safe. And St. Clair owes me one, so I'll be back.
Look forward to seeing you back, and our thoughts and prayers with everybody in the path of that hurricane. Get home safe and be safe. From Denver, North Carolina, Rob Dye. Had 12-5 yesterday. 5 here today. 11 pounds, 5 ounces gives you 23 pounds, 10 ounces. And I love this song, but it seems a little sadder on days when you don't catch them, I guess.
I don't know what happened. You know, all these guys dropping these 20-pound bags, and I bring in these small little nursery bass. But, hey, I love Lake St. Clair, and it didn't work out for me this week, but I'm just going to put my head down and go back to North Carolina and regroup and look forward to Guntersville.
Get home safe. We'll see you in Guntersville. Let's bring up a 9-time Classic qualifier from Gainesville, Florida, Bernie Schultz. Well, big day, Bernie Schultz. Looks like a good rally here today. Had 15-6 yesterday and a better day today. 5 fish for 21 pounds even, gives him 36 pounds and 6 ounces, and puts him in 28th place currently, unofficially inside our top 40 right now. Bernie, a much better day today, and boy, that's got to feel good.
Yeah, it's such an awesome lake. I mean, I went to a place that I didn't go yesterday, made up the ground, and then I started expanding a little bit and found some more fish. And just about everywhere you stop, it seems like there's fish, of some size. It's an incredible population of fish in this lake.
Really is an incredible fishery, and incredible job today. Congrats on that. From Okeechobee, Florida, Kyle Monty. Kyle Monty had 13 pounds 9 ounces yesterday. 5 to add to that here today. 13.11 gives you 27 pounds and 4 ounces. Once again, want to thank our boat brigade, all the boats out here watching our weigh-in. Want to thank you and want to invite people to come to our socially distanced weigh-in here tomorrow. You can come on the water, come on by, and moor your boat here, watch the weigh-in from the water, and it's happy to get some spectators back here. And I know, Kyle, you're a little frustrated with this one, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, obviously guys from Florida could catch them here. If you look at Drew Cook, John Cox, Drew Benton, all those guys are catching them, but I just never figured it out this week. I'm getting ready to head back home to where it's about 100 degrees, so if you guys are watching, you're in the area, come out and watch these guys weigh in the next couple days.
Awesome to have you here. Safe travels. We look forward to seeing you at the next one. A 3-time FLW Tour Angler of the Year from Texas, Clark Wendlandt. At 20 pounds even yesterday, he's got 5 fish here today and a big bag. Needs 23.10 to take the lead. Looking for 23 pounds, 10 ounces. 5 fish, all alive. 24 pounds, 5 ounces. 24.5, and with 44.5, Clark Wendlandt is your brand new leader. Boom, shakalaka, giant bass. 24 pounds, 5 ounces, and with 44.5, he is leading the tournament. 5 pounds, 11 ounces. That's not going to take over Phoenix Boats Big Bass, but I'm sure that is not breaking your heart one bit. You are leading this tournament, and man, it is going to be a fun weekend.
It is. I mean, you see great weight after great weight. It's just a great place to fish, and I found a few places that there's not a whole lot of boats, and that's kind of been the key to my week so far. I want to give a shout out. The service crews here have helped us so much, but especially my wife, because without her, she supports me, my best fan, and I give her a hand because she's awesome.
Let's all the Bassmaster wives a hand. They're truly the unsung heroes of this sport, but how important would this win? I mean, you are halfway there, and what you just put on the scale, I mean, that is a mega bag. How important would you've accomplished so much, really. I mean, if at the beginning of your career, if they said, here's a crystal ball, this is what you're going to get, you probably never would have imagined everything you've accomplished, but how much would an Elite Series title mean to you at this point in your career?
I mean, when I came over here, I really thought that the thing I wanted more than anything else was to win one of those blue trophies. Yeah, it'll be a lot of pressure. If I get to the last day, there'll be a lot of pressure because I really do want to win one of those, and it would feel like a dream come true.
I'd love to see you and your wife up here holding that trophy, and we hope to see it this Sunday. From one Texas pro to another, Brad Watley. Had 18 pounds and an ounce yesterday. 5 fish here today. Made our top 10 with us on the St. Lawrence River. 13-12 at the Yeti Bassmaster Elite. For day number 2, gives you a total of 31-13 and puts you in 43rd place. And the only good news is at least we're not going to make you sweat it out outside of the cut this time around.
Yeah, no, Dave. We're headed home. We didn't make the cut here. But, hey, I'm lucky to be here after what all happened. I thank God I'm here. I thank all my sponsors, Phoenix Boats, everybody that's got me on the water this week because I wouldn't even have been able to fish without them. Very grateful and very thankful for that.
Thankful to have you here, and if you need to read about that story, go to Bassmaster.com and get all the details. From San Jose, California, the Zaldangerous one, Chris Zaldane. A two-time Bassmaster winner, had 18-13 yesterday. He's 14-1 to get inside the cut, currently more to stay there till the end of the weigh-in. 15 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 37th place with 34 pounds even, and not where you're accustomed to being, especially in a smallmouth derby, and especially here where you came so close last time.
Yeah, no, I really love this place. It's probably my favorite smallmouth fishery that Elite Series visits. This time around, I located 4 big schools of fish out in the middle of Lake St. Clair, and they just disappeared. So I was kind of nickel and diming them. By 11 o'clock, I didn't have a single fish in the live well, so I had to go up the river, catch them shallow, and only caught 15 pounds. So either way, I had a blast. I saw a lot of big ones. And that air horn you heard yesterday and today, I just want to say hi to a Billy out there. That's him. Yeah, he's fist pumping. Really cool kid right out there, and we'll get him at the next one.
You always do. We look forward to seeing you there. From Oklahoma, let's bring out a former Classic qualifier, Dale Hightower. A proud member of Team Express Yamaha. Had 18-8 yesterday. Currently looking for 14-10 to get inside the cut. 15 pounds, 11 ounces. He moves into 37th place with 34 pounds and 3 ounces. And with just 22 anglers left to go, you have to bite your nails a little bit, although you're not supposed to do that anymore. But Dale, a decent tournament no matter what way it works out.
Well, I just never could get that big bite today, but we caught a lot of fish. Had a great time here at St. Clair. It was my first time to come here, and I really can't wait to come back. I think it is a lot of fun. I really did have a lot of fun. I got to thank some people. If you've never heard of the Bass Tank, I want to thank those guys over there. They keep my hummingbirds going. They keep all my wiring and my electronics and everything up, and I really appreciate those guys. They keep them going on that express boat. And Falcon Rods, thank you so much. They help us this year. They partnered with me, and we're giving away a rod at every tournament and to the military and veterans. So tune in to Dale Hightower Fishing and nominate somebody that is deserving of that rod.
Thank you very much for supporting a great military. Let's bring up one of Michigan's very finest. His second year on the Elite Series, Garrett Paquette. 19-15 yesterday. Unfortunately, too short of a limit here today. 3 fish here today. $8 pounds, 12 ounces, and you move into 52nd place. And I know that is a painful, painful gut punch here on Lake St. Clair.
Yeah, that's pretty sad to say the least. It was an unlucky day, but there's no excuse for that. This is obviously, you can argue it the best lake in the country. I mean, it doesn't matter when we come here, what time of year. If the ice is not on this lake, there's going to be a lot of 20-plus pound bags, and I'm proud of the lake showing up the way it is. And I made bad decisions all day, and that's what happens.
Tough one. We look forward to seeing you at our next event. Let's bring up a 3-time TTBC champion, a 2-time Elite Series champion from Huntington, Texas, Keith Combs. At 16 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. 5 to add to that here today. 17-1, moves into 40th place right now with 33 pounds, 6 ounces. And if you can convince the next 20 anglers not to weigh in, you have made the cut. Other than that, unfortunately, not going to make it this time around, but I know you got to be looking forward to some of these fall events down south.
Yeah, Dave, I really am. I was really looking forward to coming up, fishing for smallmouth. They usually do me so good. This go around, this northern swing hadn't been that friendly, but we still got a lot of fishing today. I was just thinking about that. Usually we're done this time of year, but we got 4 more. I guess we're back on the southern swing again, 2.0. You know, but it should be good. There'll be interesting fisheries and places that we don't have a lot of past history on, so that'll be exciting. There'll be some shaking up going on.
Fresh perspective. It'll be fun to watch. We look forward to seeing you there. Let's bring out a former Bass Nation national champion from California, Randy Pearson. Had 14 pounds, 10 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 18-12 to get inside the cut. 19 pounds, 15 ounces with 34 pounds, 9 ounces. He moves into 36th place currently. Inside that cut right now, no matter what way it shakes out, today's better day is gonna help you through this and get you some points.
Yeah, I mean this trip, Cody Holland and myself, we've been gone since June 1st, so we haven't been home. So it's been kind of a tough trip for me. So at least I finished strong and heading in the right direction now. So
definitely finished strong, and it's great to see Bass Nation guys working together. That's what Bass Nation is all about. Let's bring a 6-time Classic qualifier up. From Lake Gaston, Virginia, Rick Morris. 7 pounds, 10 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. 20 pounds and 2 ounces gives him 27-12. He moves into 56th place in a giant day 2 rally. Going to help him in those Bassmaster Elite Series Angler of the Year points. One of the most coveted trophies in professional bass fishing. The other one, obviously, the Bassmaster Classic title, a title that Rick Morris got very close to. With a bridesmaid finish there in Florida. Better day today, Rick. Does that make you madder about yesterday?
Oh, I'm happy and mad. My first Bassmaster Top 100 was here about almost 30 years ago. And I caught them all on a rattle trap. I did pretty good, but I didn't win. But I was happy with that. I was 30 years old. I'm 58 now. So I always liked to power fish. And I caught like 23, 24 pounds burning a daggone crankbait in practice. And then the next day I went out and I drop shotted and caught about the same. But I like to power fish. I'm like, I got to make it hard on myself. So yesterday that front came through and I only caught those 2 little bass, well, 2 4-pounders. So today I just went out there and sat in my chair and played Pac-Man. Drop shot on them all day. Caught them all on a get-bit tube. I was drop shot in the tube. Anyway, it's a great place. I enjoyed the day. It was a lot of fun. See you next time.
Great rally. Congrats. Let's bring up a 2-time Elite Series champion from Greenwood, South Carolina, the COBB, Brandon Cobb. Had 20 pounds and 14 ounces yesterday. 5 to add to that here today. 5 fish for 15 pounds, 4 ounces. He moves into 30th place with 36 pounds, 2 ounces, 10 spots of cushion with, I think about 15 or 16 anglers left to weigh in here. And really the goal is just not to be stuck at home rigging Shane LaHue's rods. Let's be honest. I mean, you want to make that cut tomorrow, right? You don't want to have to rig your roommate's rods.
Yeah, I'll rig them just perfect for him. Just perfect, slip knots and everything. But no, it was a rough day on me today. I caught some fish, but they were all it seemed kind of random yesterday, but they were 4-pounders, and today they were 2.5 and 3. So hopefully I make it. It's going to be really, really close. I lost one my last cast because I rushed him in, broke him off, and I hope that one doesn't come back to bite me. We'll see.
Keep our fingers crossed. You got 10 spots of cushion and not too many anglers left to go. Let's keep them rolling, though. A former Classic champion from Oregon, Jay Ellis. At 21 pounds and 1 ounces. Cut Art Ferguson's lawn the day before that. I don't know what. He built a house yesterday, maybe, by the looks of things. 5 fish here today. 22 pounds, 14 ounces with 22-14. Gives him 43 pounds, 15 ounces. And Jay Ellis is 7 ounces short of the overall lead in 2nd place. Is setting up to be. It is super tight. You're in second place, just 7 ounces short of the overall lead. And man, it keeps getting better every day, it seems.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun day. I had a slow start. Didn't have much. I had about 15 pounds at noon, and Mark Zona rolled up to see how I was doing, and I caught a 4-pounder right then, and then they really got rolling pretty good this afternoon. So it was a fun day. But my day started out with a bang, Dave. I had like my 5th cast this morning. I had a 5-foot muskie. I was winding a bait, and he hit it. I wasn't looking. He hit it about 15 feet from the boat, about took the rod out of my hand. I mean, you haven't lived until you've had a big muskie eat your bait, close to the boat like that and rip the rod out of your hand. But it's a fun lake, lots of fish, all different species, one of the premier smallmouth lakes in the world. I want to shout out to my family, my girls, Bethany and Hannah, and my wife Jill. They're watching. My mom is watching, and a lot of family and friends, so appreciate all the support.
One of the best ways to catch trophy muskie is fish a bass tournament on Lake St. Clair. Your day 1 leader had 24 pounds, 12 ounces from Florida, John Cox. At 24-12, got a special haircut to come into this event. Needs 19-10 to take the lead back. At 24-12, yes, they're looking for 19 pounds, 10 ounces. 5 alive, 20 pounds, 10 ounces, and with 45 pounds, 6 ounces. Once again, John Cox is leading the Yeti Bassmaster Elite on Lake St. Clair. John, I'll be honest, I've watched a lot of people compete over the years, whether aboard tier or just as a fan before that. There's very few people I've watched have more fun competing in a tournament. It's just really awesome to watch you on the water.
Oh, man, I loved it today. We had so many bites and we caught so many fish, and we were just bouncing around. And, man, I'm more excited going into tomorrow than I was this morning because, like, we pulled up on something special towards the end of the day and caught some really big ones. So
wait a second. You weighed 24-12 yesterday. You say you're more excited going into tomorrow than you were going into today.
I didn't know what was going to happen today, so I was trying to relocate some new ones, and I found a new little school that they look like they're 4 and 5 pounders. So we'll see.
Look out! I can't wait to see it. He's going out tomorrow with your tournament lead. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. John Cox. Smallmouth hair, and he don't care. If I could grow it, I would cut it. I'm telling you. From Millville, New Jersey, GDP Greg DePalma. 18 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. Needs 16.2 to get inside the cut. 16 pounds, 4 ounces inside the cut with 34 pounds and 8 ounces in 40th place right now. And we still have a bunch of anglers left to weigh in here. But, man, you're going to be just outside of it when it all shakes out. So not so bad in Angler of the Year points.
Yeah, that's the important part for sure, Dave. Man, I really wanted to fish tomorrow, too. It's a shame. Missed opportunities this week, obviously. A lot of guys probably had the same. But fun week, Dave. Fun week for sure. Always fun having you here. We look forward to seeing you all season long. A 10-time Classic qualifier made over $1.2 million in the Bassmaster Elite Series from Brookville, Indiana. Dollar Bill Lowen. 19 pounds, 9 ounces. Some sports have to put fake noise in the crowd. We don't have to do that here. 17 pounds, 6 ounces. Gives them 36 pounds and 15 ounces. Our crowds may be small, but they are mighty, especially when it comes to Team Scream. With 36 pounds, 15 ounces, looks like Bill Lowen might be going to work tomorrow, sitting in 30th place with 13 anglers left to weigh in here today.
Boy, I hate being Bubble Boy, but you know what? I'd love to give an opportunity to go back out there fishing the way I like to fish. Like I said, I'd love an opportunity to take that Express and that Yamaha and go back up in that river, but I'd like to thank the guys that come out here in their boats to watch the weigh-in. I'd like to thank everybody that makes it possible for me to be here. And all my support crew, thanks for everything that y'all do.
Great to have you here. Congrats on a great tournament so far. A 3-time Classic qualifier, a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year, and Toyota Texas Fest champion, Drew Benton. At 20 pounds, 9 ounces yesterday. Needs 14 even to stick around. I think he's done that. 5 fish, all alive, 19 pounds, 10 ounces. Gives him 40 pounds and 3 ounces. And he moves into 15th place currently. £19 and 5 ounces. I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead an angler. Great sitting in 15th place right now. I have no idea what your total weight is, but it's something 40 to 20 pounds a day, 20 pounds of change a day. Great tournament, man. These smallmouth are fun.
Yeah, they are. And to be honest with you, this is the first time I've ever came to St. Clair and made the cut. So huge accomplishment for me this week. It's just always been a thorn in my side. I just need to cover some more water today. It got a whole lot tougher where I was fishing. There's a lot more boats in there today, and I just think that they educate really well on this lake when you're condensed to the U.S. side. So we'll cover some water tomorrow and see if we can make it happen.
Hopefully a little thinning of the herd helps you out. From Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Derek Hudnall. Had 19 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. 5 dad here today looking for 15-8, 16-9. He moves into 36th place with 35 pounds and 14 ounces. And we have 11 anglers left to go. So a few spots of cushion and 11 anglers left to go. I'm sorry to stress you out, but there's a bunch of dudes already headed home that would trade positions with you like that.
Yeah, just for a few minutes at least. You know, I squeaked into the last event at Champlain. You know, it's going to be close again. You know, fish just shrunk on me today. I caught a lot of fish like I did yesterday and ran some different stuff and just could never find a big bite. And you got to have at least a couple of those to keep pace at this place. But even if I don't get to fish tomorrow, this place is incredible. This is my favorite place to fish in the U.S. and looking forward to coming back.
Always great to have you here. Let's bring up a living legend from Ava, Missouri, 32-time Classic qualifier, 4-time winner, the legendary Mr. Rick Clunn. 8 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday, 5 fish here today. It doesn't matter what those fish weigh. I'm going to tell you one of the coolest things this morning, Rick Clunn. As you left this morning with that beautiful sunrise, I looked down at you, you pointed to that, put your hands out. I mean, you've been doing this for decades. That never gets old, does it, Rick?
You know, how many pictures in our lives and lives before us were taken of sunrises and sunsets, and yet I don't think, you two probably know, there's ever two exactly the same.
No, there never is, and that was an incredible one, and it's amazing to watch what Rick Clunn's accomplished and never takes any of it for granted. Thank you for being you, Rick. Our next angler all the way from Keewatin, Ontario, Canada, the great Canadian snow leopard, Jeff Gustafson. Gives you 26 pounds, 5 ounces, and once again, this fickle sport teaches us when it all looks like it's on cruise control, it'll throw you a monkey wrench. And this one, you know, got to hurt a little more being a smallmouth derby.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get to fish the Great Lakes a lot. Live for it, love it, love this place, and I've had a lot of good days here. But it was just kind of a tough week. Sometimes you have a bad practice and a good tournament. I remained optimistic, and I actually carried around a 1.5 pounder and a 2.5 pounder all day. Caught them early, and I got 2 nice ones like in the last half an hour. So it was a grind. It was. I thought about my beautiful, awesome wife at home lots today. So everything's good, and you know, we'll get back at her here in a month.
Look forward to seeing you there, and you definitely got your priorities straight. From Colgate, Oklahoma, let's bring up a former Classic qualifier, Luke Palmer. 18 pounds even yesterday, 5 fish here today. Needs 16, 14 to go tomorrow. 12 pounds, 15 ounces, gives him 30 pounds, 15 ounces outside of the cut this time around, Luke. And I know you never want to miss the cut, but got to be looking forward to some of our events ahead. Four fall events in the South.
You know, it's going to be some of them grinder tournaments, which is something more I like. These Slugfest, you've seen what happened at the Slugfest. I get to go home early. But, you know, hey, it's a fun time here. Got to catch some more smallmouth. Don't get to do it as much back home, but, you know, I can't, like, these Gill Expedition shorts, go get you some of them. My family back home, kind of looking forward to getting home. I ain't been home a month or so. That's kind of, I ain't never done that in my life, so it'll be interesting, but looking forward to it, and we'll go to the next one.
Look forward to seeing you there. Safe travels. Let's bring up a 5-time Classic qualifier from Tennessee, the always lethal Brandon Lester. At 18 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday, 5 today, looking for 16.11 to get inside the cut currently. 16 pounds, 6 ounces. 16.6, just a few ounces short of the cut, 5 ounces the wrong side of it, and outside of the cut this time around. But the good news is that's not something that happens to you very often. And the better news is I know your family's here, and it is beautiful weather this weekend, so why not hang out with us?
Yeah, it's all good, man. You know, the northern swing has not been what it normally is for me this year. It could have been a lot worse, so I'm certainly thankful for the finishes I've had. But, you know, I still love this place. Look forward to coming back. And, yeah, Kim and the girls came up to surprise me yesterday, so we'll hang out and take it easy going home. Look forward to the next one.
Always great to have you here. Safe travels, and we'll see you at the next one. From Texas, Randy Sullivan. 17 pounds, 10 ounces yesterday. Just a handful of anglers left to weigh in. He needs 17.4 to go fishing tomorrow. 21 pounds, 7 ounces with 39 pounds and an ounce. He moves into 20th place. Not a problem getting inside the top 40. Got to have his eyes on the ultimate prize, which is the top 10 and a championship Sunday appearance here at the Yeti Bassmaster Elite on Lake St. Clair. Wow, what a day. Day number 2. Life is good. Did you change or did the fish change, Randy?
It was me. I made those bad decisions yesterday, and I'm so excited to be able to fish tomorrow. I haven't seen a single competitor fish in one. And so for me, it was like, all right, I got to come out here and get it done and get some redemption going on and be able to fish the next day because I don't feel like I've put too much pressure on them, and I'm ready to go back at them.
Go get it done. Look forward to seeing you back here. A 4-time Classic qualifier, a 6-time Forest Wood Cup qualifier from Lake Wiley, South Carolina, Todd Otten. At 16.14 yesterday, looking for 18.6 to get inside the cut here today. 19 pounds, 2 ounces, moves into 37th place with 36 pounds even with just 5 anglers left to weigh in. And 3 spots of cushion. Todd Otten has unofficially done it. We'll have to wait to see how it all shakes out at the end of our weigh-in. Top 40 fish tomorrow, semifinal Saturday, and top 10 on Championship Sunday. And you may just have squeaked in there.
I don't know. There's a few guys behind me. I know they all gonna bump me. So, you know, if we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. But I'd like to shout out to my wife back home and kids. I know they're watching. And thank all my sponsors, and special thanks to the service crews this week. They really helped me out this week, try to get my stuff going for me.
Thank you, and I hope you squeak in there. We'll find out in just a few minutes. From Lexington, North Carolina, a former Classic champion, David Fritz. Had 14 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday, 5 fish here today. 14.14 gives you 29.1. And, you know, David, there's a lot of anglers catching fish here this week on a bait you designed. Does that make it more frustrating when they're catching it on a bait that, I mean, they wouldn't even have had it if you didn't release it?
I'll tell you what, that bait is unbelievable. And it's hard to keep them on. These smallmouth, they go crazy after it. And they'll hit it and come out of the water. And that's what happened to me today. I should have had a 20-plus pound bag. And it's just one of those days where man, they were just wild. But yeah, you know, it makes you feel good. At Berkeley, we have a lot of good hard baits. It's just a lot of people fishing that range where the Fritz side is, so it's become one of the hottest baits out there.
It sure is, and no shocker, one of the forefathers of crankbait fishing, truly a wizard when it comes to it. Let's bring up the former heavyweight champion of professional bass fishing, a 3-time Elite Series champion from Auburn, Alabama, Steve Kennedy. 17 pounds, 15 ounces. Yesterday, looking for 17-11 to go tomorrow. 21 pounds, 6 ounces with 39 pounds and 5 ounces. Steve Kennedy moves into 19th place. £39, 5 ounces, and a better day number 2 for Steve Kennedy. And he'll be fishing with us on semifinal Saturday, and that's a lot more fun, huh?
That was, I hate to say this, but I've had 2 really tough days. And still end up with 18-21. But yeah, it was a struggle. I didn't have a limit till 11, 12 o'clock. I don't know. It was pretty late. And then I finally I went looking for those big ones up shallow and picked off 5 this afternoon, luckily. So caught one. I actually thought I'd found the fish to win this tournament, and I spent 3 hours on them yesterday and caught one that weighed 4.2, and I stopped on them with 5 minutes to fish and caught a 4.9 today. So I'm gonna have to give him a little more time tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But
look out, he's figuring it out.
One more. I caught one this long.
You caught one that long today?
I caught him. I landed him.
Did you lip him?
Under the
no, you should lip them. That makes it more fun. Yes. Gift that keeps on giving. Trust me. From Asheville, Alabama. Can you tell him to take his fish and get out of here, Matt? From Asheville, Alabama, Matt Herron at 17.7 needs 18.4 to go tomorrow. Come on, give it to him. 19 pounds, 7 ounces. With 36 pounds, 14 ounces, he moves into 35th place with just 2 anglers left to go. There ain't nobody telling him he ain't going tomorrow. He will be with us on semifinal Saturday, and that makes it a lot more fun, huh?
Yeah, I'm kind of like a lot of folks right now. I had a really good deal going in practice with the current, and then this wind, it's gone crazy, and I just didn't adjust well, and today it finally laid down a little bit, and I knocked their lights out, so maybe tomorrow it'll straighten out with that current will go right. We'll do a little better.
Look forward to seeing it. You're going to get a shot, that's for sure. Let's bring up a 7-time Classic qualifier, a 3-time U.S. Open champion from Payson, Arizona, Clifford Perch. Had 14 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. Better day today. $19 pounds, 11 ounces, moves into 51st place with 34 pounds even. Just a pound 14 short of the overall lead. Very good. $34 pounds even, and I know the goal is to go fishing tomorrow, but that rally here today, they're going to earn you some Angler of the Year points to keep that streak alive. Every year since you joined us in the Elite Series, you've gone to the Classic, and I know you want to be back there.
Yeah, I really do. I've kind of hit a little slump here lately, and I don't like it. So hopefully I can turn things around and start catching them again. It's really not fun to not be a part of that day 3 cut. So I was looking forward to trying to get back out there. It just got really fun today, and yesterday was just a train wreck. A lot of times I get on some things here, and if the current changes or your timing's bad, you miss them, and I missed them. You can't catch up here, and it's a fun place, but boy, it's a frustrating thing sometimes. But I'm thankful. I got a big old giant drive, and I think I'm the last guy. So it's been a good week. I wish it was a little better week.
Safe travels home. We look forward to seeing you at the next one. 84 anglers through, and I believe that is our final angler to weigh in here today. So one of our anglers, Hank Cherry, is not weighing in here today, and We wish him luck. I know he's been suffering from some migraines and that sort of thing. But let's look at our leaderboard. The leader's still the same as day number 1. The smallmouth juggernaut that is John Cox. 45 pounds and 6 ounces. He's your tournament leader. But right behind him with 44 pounds and 5 ounces, Clark Wendlandt. Behind him, Jay Ellis with 43 pounds, 15 ounces. The baby shark and my favorite grandma, he's sitting in 4th place, Shane LeHue with 43 pounds and 9 ounces. David Mullins in 5th. Corey Johnson in 6th. Chris Johnson in 7th. Cody Holland in 8th. Takumi Ito in 9th. And rounding out our top 10, Frank the Tank Talley. We'll be back here tomorrow morning, Boat Sleeve, at 6:30 tomorrow morning. You'll be able to follow the action all day long on Bassmaster.com and, of course, ESPN2. This has been day number 2 of the Yeti Bassmaster Elite here on Lake St. Clair, and we'll see you tomorrow for semi-final Saturday. Thank you.